Yes, sir. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Brian Redmond, and wait, hold on. Before I get to talking, let me make sure this is working because I got a tendency to do just that. Get to running my mouth, and then stuff ain't working. So, can y'all hear me? Are y'all good? Sound okay? Much static. Well, let me see now. That's what I'm talking about. See, before I got beside myself, let me check and see what's happening, so I can see what's happening. All right, here's the show right there. Let me check it and see what's going on. Is it good or is it bad? Is it good or is it sad? There we go. Okay. All right. Yep, I hear what you're talking about, and I think I know how to fix that. Give me 1 second. Where's that? Is that it? Mic check, mic check. I don't know. Oh, no, 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 no. I know exactly what it is. Nope, turn that back up. And I'm going to click that. And that should fix it. There we go. Yo, yo. Is that better? All right. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Oh, yeah. There it is. Oh, yeah. I can hear it now. I sound good. I sound good. My mic sounds nice. Check one. My mic sounds nice. Check two. PUFF. I'ma make it so deaf. That's that Missy Elliott. Hey, boy, Missy Elliott, real talk. What's going on, Chef? What's going on? Them bells, what's happening? Um, Missy Elliott is, just in case y'all didn't know, Missy Elliott is the coldest, the greatest. She is the GOAT female rap artist. Just so y'all, in case you didn't know, she is the coldest. Her contribution to hip hop and to just music. There is no other female rap artist. You could talk about your Latifahs, your MC Lights. You could talk about your what's her name, Nicki Minaj, your Lil Kims, and all of them combined. They do not equal up to what Missy Elliott has done and what she can do. She is the coldest female hip hop artist of all time. Ain't not now one of them colder than her on a singing level, rap lyric level, music producing level. She does it all. Just saying. I'm just saying that's just that. I just wanted to make sure that that was stated and that that's out there in the world because yes, she is that one. So yeah. Um yeah, man. Crestline Iceberg said rest in peace to Richard Roundtree, aka Shaft, aka Watch Your Mouth. Yeah, old Richard done passed on. He was 80 years old. Done led a good life. He did his thing. He made his mark, and he done been called on to glory. Yes, he has. I'm telling you, man. I gotta say this. I don't know if it's just me getting old, but the more it's a lot more good actors that's dead than it is that's alive. I'm gonna tell you, by the time Denzel, Morgan Freeman, by the time them two check out, your Robert De Niro's, when they check out, man, it's gonna be way more good actors that's dead than it is good actors that's alive. I'm just saying. We gonna really start to miss these actors and the talent that they brought to the table in about the next maybe 15, 20 years, man. I'm just saying. But be that here or there, let me go ahead and get this chat up and then we gonna get this show started. Wait, where's my oh wait, there it is. Okay. So go there, and then I go there, and then I hit the OK and see if it works. And if it don't, I'm gonna do it again. Yep, because it asked me to authorize, and then I'm gonna authorize. Then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna hit OK again and see if it come up. There we go. All right, all right. Yeah, Matt. They said Matthew Perry died with some freak accident and drowning accident, and I was wondering, like, did he know how to swim? I don't know, but I don't know if it's one of them Obama swimming deaths. You know them Obama swimming deaths. You could be motherfucking Brad Phelps, nigga, and fuck around and drown at the Obama's place. You could be a fucking Navy SEAL and go to the Obama's Martha's Vineyard house and drown. So shit, I'm just saying. I didn't know if they said Matthew Perry if he could swim or not, but I'm just saying I don't know, man. It seems kind of odd. It's like, to me, adults that have drowning incidents, is usually something else involved. Either somebody is on some type of drugs or something, or a motherfucker trying to kill you. One of the two. I'm just saying. That's just my take on it. I really, really, really not sure as to what the details were, but yeah, rest in peace to him too. And old Bull from Night Court and died as well. Yeah, some of y'all don't remember the show Night Court. He was the big, tall, bald-headed bailiff that didn't play like that played like he was not very smart. And yeah, that show was on for quite some time. So I actually got all of those Night Courts. It's good stuff. Um, but yeah, other than that, my Bears are shitty. They lost. Even the goddamn Niners lost. You know, the 49ers have been my other football team, if you will, since the fucking late 80s. Man, I'm telling you, man, I fell in love with Jerry Rice, Joe Namath. I mean, I said not Joe Namath. Joe Montana. I love Joe Namath too, though. Joe Montana, John Taylor. Man, them motherfuckers, boy. Man, Ronnie Lott. You talking about goats. Oh my God. That team during that era was just amazing. I love them dudes. So Jerry Rice is arguably one of the arguably top three greatest football players of all time, in my opinion. I say Jerry Rice, and this is not in order. Jerry Rice, Lawrence Taylor, Deion Sanders. Those are like my three just goats when it comes to just football players. I mean, like, if I see Deion, if I see fucking Jerry Rice, I'm gonna have a fan moment. Joe Montana, I'm going to have a fan moment. I just am. It's already established. I see him, I'm gonna have a fan moment. But being that as it may, it was like they they lost to, I don't know what's going on, but it's one of those things where I kind of like it though, because of just with the losses and stuff, everybody's losing. And it's like people that you thought weren't going to win are winning. People that you like are surprised to be coming out. I mean, the fucking Lions are fucking 5-2, dude. Like, that ain't happened since the 90s. The Lions are 5-2 and looking like, and I'm not just talking about tripped and fell and landed on a 5-2 season. I mean, legit 5-2. These motherfuckers are actually winning games. And now with Minnesota, Kirk Cousins ass he ruptured his Achilles. They about to fuck around and win the North. So it's like, it's a real special time in football. But I'm excited about it because it's gonna definitely be, probably next month is gonna be a really, really exciting month in football, period. Because there's so many people so many teams that are that have the ability to turn shit around. And in November, as always, that's when you kind of like know who are the real solidified teams, who's gonna be around, who's probably gonna go to the playoffs, who's probably not. Bears already ain't gonna go. We already talking about we gonna get first or second pick. I think right now we're slated to get second pick, but we're just terrible. And I'm tired of trying to wait and make a way. It's been too long, and I have just personally accepted the fact that due to the historic legacy of our franchise compared to where we have been in the past 20, 30 years, we are arguably the worst team in football. I said it. We are what the Browns used to be. We are what the Bengals used to be. We are the team. We're like the Raiders. We are that team where players go to die. Matter of fact, we don't even have players. We don't even have any players that are any names and gotten any notoriety. We are just terrible. We are just the worst. I'm tired of it. I hope and hoped and hoped and hoped that Ryan Poles would turn a lot of this stuff around, but we are struggling on the offensive side with the offensive line, the defensive line, and the coaching staff. Until those three things are fixed, we are going to be a shit show like we've been. And there's nothing we can do about it until we fix those things. That defensive line, that offensive line, and them goddamn coaches, and not necessarily in that order, because those coaches are terrible. But that's what it is. So that's my life. Shit is bad. But good news is I got my computers up. They are finally working. Today I was able to put the finishing touches on both of them. They are now working. I believe I just need to do a live stream test just to confirm that the sound is working. And I think I'm good to start streaming. So one of the things that I've been trying to do in this whole transition period is getting these two computers together so that I can do streaming, because I do play video games. I play the Call of Duty. I really want to start playing the Star Wars because I really love Star Wars, and I haven't played Star Wars since Force Awakens. So I want to start that back up again. And I figured, with all of the things that I do when I'm playing online with my friends, and especially with Call of Duty and stuff like that, I thought about you guys and I said, well, shit, I have a good time when I'm playing online, when I'm gaming. Why not set it up to where I can stream and do the same thing, give you people content, and we can talk about shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing like talking about certain shit, arguing about certain shit while you playing online and you streaming. So it's like, that's one of the things that I wanted to do. I wanted to add that to the repertoire. And I think I'm going to call it Not Good Gaming in GG's because I'm not very good, but I have a good time. I can tell you that. Yep. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna call it. I was just trying to kick around a name for it, but I'm gonna figure it out eventually and do that. But yeah, Not Good Gaming is gonna be in full effect in the next couple of weeks or so. The new Call of Duty is getting ready to drop, so I know I'll definitely be going by that time. And I think that comes out on the 10th. So it'll definitely be on and popping in over the next day or two. Like I said, I'm gonna do an audio test, make sure that my mic and shit is working. So when I'm talking like this and I can be playing and I have my gaming shit up and it's all good. I tried to do it before, but the computer just couldn't do it. It could not stream the game. It couldn't run the game and do the streaming software and all that shit. I had terrible, terrible problems with it, and shit wasn't working. So, but now it's good. I was testing it today, going through the broadcasting software. The shit looked good. The shit looks real crisp. I like it. I'm excited. It's gonna be nice. We're gonna have some fun. And I just got to figure out now how to do the audio, and then I got to figure out how to do the chat thing, because I want to have that up too while I'm playing so that I can talk to y'all. So that's what's up. But other than that, I want to get into the show. But without further ado, let me get to my favorite part of the show. Mm. You got to hydrate, baby. All right, so we all good there. I pretty much let y'all know what's been going on, and now I want to get into the show, which is talking about a podcast that I saw the beginning of last week. So it was about Deion Sanders. Now everybody know, like I just mentioned before, I'm a huge fan of Deion Sanders. I off the field, on the field, all that good stuff. And I was really, 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 really excited when he started coaching college, and even through the um the whole thing of just being able to transition into college, going to the HBCUs, and then going over to Colorado where he's at now. And it's like he's been getting a lot of mixed press, I guess, if you will. He's been getting a lot of haters, a lot of lovers, a lot of people been watching it. I personally have actually, this is probably the most college football I have ever watched in my entire life. I've not been a fan of college football because I hate the fucking ranking system, and I hate the fact that they did not ever really have a legit playoff. So that whole bowl selection thing, to me, it was just all about the money. They did everything they could to just say, well, how can we get the more money? We put whatever team we like in the bowl, and then that's how we get the money. And that, to me, I get it. I wasn't hating on it, which is why I just didn't watch it. But I did not like the idea of not having legit final, competition to find out who the best is. And and it's like now they're getting there. I know it's still some other changes that's occurring, but I wanted it to be like a regular playoff. You got 64 teams, or whatever the case may be, or 32 teams, or you put 24 teams together and let them battle it out. Fine with that. But the way that they rank people and all that, well, this team is better even though they lost because they got a harder schedule and they schedule it up. Man, a loss is a loss and a win is a win. I don't want to hear all that other bullshit, but that's how they did it. But be that as it may, that was one of the things that turned me off about it. But when things like Deion Sanders and all of the what he's done for college football in these past 3 years, it's been amazing. And like I said, he's definitely helped them grow the business as a whole. He's definitely got people, especially a lot of black folks watching. He got me watching. I don't watch the shit, but I watch it now, and I like it. And one of the things that I've just been really concerned about and confused about is just the amount of criticism that not just people, but more so even black people have given Deion Sanders about him coaching, about him leaving the HBCU and all of that kind of stuff. And I talked about it before, but this particular show that I saw on this podcast led me to do this commentary. And one of the things about this is that I don't understand how someone like Umar Johnson not says the things that he says, because it is America, Jack. You say what you believe and say what you want to say. But the fact that he says the things that he says, and they're so outlandish and far-fetched. It's like, what? You said that and nobody not, and I'm not upset at what he said. I'm more so upset about the fact that he says the things that he says and nobody says, well, what? Huh? Hold the phone. Wait a minute. No. Hey, nah, man. What you just said was some bullshit. People don't do that. And I don't know if it's just because of him and just the way that he speaks or whatever the case may be. I'm the type of person to where, and shout out to my brother Tommy, but it's something that I learned from him years ago, back in shit, what, 7, 8, 9 years ago? How long have I been doing Tommy? Since what, 2013? Shit, 10 years. Damn, nigga. I've been knowing this brother for 10 years. Wow. That's crazy. It's been 10 years, huh, bro? All right, but anyway, one of the things that I learned from him was just the fact that words matter. And it really made me think about not just the way people say things, but what it is that they say. And I listen to it. I listen to what you tell me something and you say something out your mouth. I'm going to listen to the words that you use. And if I have a problem with them, I'm going to question the words that you use. Now, it's like you say the crazy words, you say the wrong word, you say something the wrong way. That's one thing. But when you choosing your words and the words that you say, if they don't make no sense, I don't give a damn how smooth you say them. I'm going to say, nah, that's some bullshit. It's like someone like one of the biggest things like about when Baby came on the Breakfast Club. When that motherfucker said, is we finished or is we done? The shit was so funny because it literally made no fucking sense whatsoever. That nigga's like, is we finished or is we done? Like, nigga, what? Like, maybe you just worked up, bro. You upset. I get it. But what you just said don't make no goddamn sense. Is we finished or is we done? That ain't some shit you can just say, and people will be like, oh, I understand what you mean. That should make a motherfucker say, huh? What? That's what it does. And it's like when people say things, you have to pay attention to them. And then you really got to challenge, especially pro blacks and the race hustlers. And in my opinion, the difference between a pro black and a race hustler is that a race hustler is nothing but a pro black who has a platform. That's just what it is. Anytime a pro black gets a platform, they become a race hustler. And this dude is a professional race hustler. And the reason why I say that is because the things he say, they are literally, he literally does and says shit just to make people feel good. He's like some preachers are today. They get in the pulpit every Sunday and they don't they hold the Bible, but they don't preach the Bible, and they just say a bunch of stuff that makes you feel good. Like our politicians that pander to blacks. They do things and they say things that make us feel good. That's it. It's not about doing what's right. It's not about integrity. It's not about accountability. It's not about responsibility. I'm just going to say things that make you feel good. And if I can make you feel good, you'll vote for me, you'll listen to me and do what I say. That's problematic for us as a people because it keeps us from growing and it keeps us from getting where we're ultimately trying to go, which is to have that independence, that financial stability, and all of that good stuff. So without further ado, I want to go ahead and I'm going to break down some of the stuff that he says in here just because the hypocrisy and the bullshit that he's spewing, it was this it was just disgusting and it just pissed me off, which is why I'm here now. So
Absolutely, brothers and sisters. And let me first say thank you for those of you who have supported and donated to the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. We get a lot of donations from across the state of Tennessee, a lot of them. And we just completed all the renovations on the school. So now, yes, yes.
now mind you, and I ain't hating, I'm just calling a thing a thing. This nigga been building a school for about as long as I've been knowing Tommy. I tell you. Shit. This nigga been building a school for about 10 years, man. I'm telling you, Doc. Been building a school. He been building this school brick by brick, boy. I'm telling you. Look here. Look at here. Look at here. I'm just saying. And here's my thing, though. I mean, the fact that what he wants to build the school for, hey, man, I would just hope that you get it. And I hope that you get some students in it. And I hope that it stays open for longer than you was at least trying to build it. Because I'm telling you, if this motherfucking school do a grand opening, grand closing, I'm going to be just mortified. Like, and it's like I understand people to talk shit about you. People to say that you're stealing the money. I know how niggas are. But I just hope that this nigga ain't stealing the money. I hope that he ain't fucked up the money. I really do hope that this school is successful and the students actually learn some shit because if what he said about the intentions of the school, if those intentions are come to fruition, it'll definitely be something that helps us as a people and will even potentially become a blueprint for people to actually have their own schools. I have said that for a very long time. We do need our own school, not no fucking charter school. I'm talking like our own school, like how Greeks have Greek school, how Japanese have Japanese school where they go and they learn Mandarin and all that type of shit. They get taught by their people, their culture, and all that kind of stuff. We need to have our own school just for those purposes to teach those things that are truly important to the education for us as a people. Financial literacy, which ain't taught in elementary school and ain't taught in high school. Our culture, you know, the things that we do, the things that we shouldn't do, those types of things. Being able to learn about us on our own terms and is taught by us, I think that is important. because everybody else does it. Why shouldn't we do it? Why wouldn't we do it? So I hope for those sakes, for that sake alone, that this comes to fruition. I really do. No shade. She says actually since 2019 that he 2009 since he been doing it. Yeah. So I'm just saying. He said he there. he even will talk about how niggas was fucking him around with him trying to get this school together. Which I ain't surprised about that at all. But I hope it happens.
So now we have an HVAC inspection that will take place in a few days, and then we'll be applying for our certificate of occupancy from the city of Wilmington, Delaware. Once that's done, we're gonna have a paint day to paint the school, a cleanup day to clean up, ain't much to clean up, and then furniture day to move all the school furniture in, and then we're gonna have a grand opening for the community. So I want to invite all of you to come on up to Wilmington, Delaware, to the grand opening of the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy.
You say you can't hear we can't hear Umar?
For another year because we need time to get all that right.
Oh, hang on. Hold on. Y'all can't hear him? Hold on. I wonder why the hell that is. That ain't never been no problem. There's the audio there. Is it low or no sound at all? It's super low. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure this is turned up then. Give me 1 second. Mute.
Convention for those of you who are conscious and looking for a mate of the opposite gender who's also woke. We're going to have the Conscious Singles Convention. We're going to have Black Women's Convention.
Brother, all right.
Let me check my sound on this.
Can we get the I'll just click okay.
Okay, that should be
All
it
right. Dr. Umar, how are you, sir?
I'm well. Glad to be back in Nashville. It's been about 4 years. This might be my 3rd visit overall. I end up in Memphis a lot more. I'm not sure why, but I have to start spending a little bit more time in Nashville.
You know, your last time in Nashville, ironically, we did a podcast.
Yes, sir.
It was at the beginning of this thing that I've created, and you are my first repeat guest. I told you that backstage. This thing is important to me, right? The conversations, the curriculum, the things that we discuss is very important. For me to have a repeat guest for my audience speaks volumes. And I want to let you know that, as I did in the back, you know, in public, that I appreciate what you bring to the
brother. Appreciate you as well.
Today we're gonna have a heated conversation.
All right.
There's a lot to talk.
Thank you to those of you who have supported and donated to the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. We get a lot of donations, and then we're going to have a grand opening for the community.
There we go.
So I want to invite all of you to come on up to Wilmington, Delaware, to the grand opening of the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. We're not going to start school for the young people for another year because we need time to get all that right. But we're going to start holding community programs immediately. There will be a conscious singles convention for those of you who are conscious and looking for a mate of the opposite gender who's also woke. We're going to have the Conscious Singles Convention. We're going to have Black Women's Convention, Black Men's Convention, Ex-Offender Conference, Black Media Conference, Black Investors Conference, Black Farmers Conference. We plan on having 2 conferences every month.
We're going to have Black Card Night. We're going to have Black Dice Night. We're going to have Black Drinking Night. We're going to have Black Hennessy Night. We're going to have Black Fish Night. We're going to have Black Chicken Night. We're going to have Black Steak Night. We're going to have Black Salad Night. We also going to have a Black Domino Night. We're going to have Black Hamburger Night. We're going to have a Black Bowling Night, Black Baseball Night. We're going to have Black Soccer Night. For those of you that do play soccer, we're going to have a Black Gin Rummy Night. We're going to have Black Tunk Night. We're also going to have Black Checkers Night. Yes, that means all of the checkers will be black. Yes, that is correct. They will be black. We're also going to have Black Uno Night. We'll have Black spaghetti night. You know, there's two types of spaghetti. There's spaghetti that Italians make, and then there's spaghetti that black folks make. We'll also have black fish night. We'll also have black boat night. We'll have black white night, where blacks wear white at night. Yeah, so it's really black white night at night black night. We're also gonna have black cigarette night. That's where you can only smoke Newports, Cools, Benson and Hedges, or Virginia Slims. We're also going to have black Kool-Aid night, where the only Kool-Aid flavors you can drink are by color only. So you can't come in there and say, give me some cherry Kool-Aid. It got to be, I drink red, I drink purple, or or I drink orange Kool-Aid. We're also gonna have blackjack night. We're gonna have black crawfish night, black kebab night, black bingo night, black and mild night, black night. We're gonna have black ramen noodle night. Like you hear these niggas? What kind of shit is that? Why wouldn't you just say we having a singles night? We have it's like you gotta make everything black. Like, what the fuck is wrong with us? Y'all don't see nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, man. I get the whole black pride thing. I get that. But y'all don't see nothing wrong with the fact that you have to emphasize that every time niggas is doing something, it got to be black something. We the only motherfuckers that do that shit. I don't know why we have to do it, but we the only ones that do that shit. And it's like, obviously, if you had an all black school for black people with black students, why would you not have it implied that that's what it is? It's like if it's a country and western night, I'm gonna pretty much think that's gonna be a majority of white folk. However, if it's an R&B night, I'm not gonna expect too many whites there. That's all I'm saying. It makes no sense that you have to be that specific to where you're excluding everyone else just to make a point of it being black.
Community. So although FDMG will be a school by day, it will also be a black community organizing hub by night. We're about 20 minutes from the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania International Airport, PHL. So you want to look and see what flights get you to Philly the quickest, round trip from Nashville, and you just drop 20 minutes to the front door of the school. Harriet Tubman spent a lot of time in Wilmington. Frederick Douglass escaped through Wilmington. The Honorable Marcus Garvey incorporated his Black Star Line steamship in Wilmington. Bob Marley used to spend his summers in Wilmington. So a lot of history there in Wilmington, Delaware, right down the street from Philadelphia.
Shout out to you, dog. I know building this school. I know what it's like to build some, but some of that magnitude, man, just monumental. I
Yes,
know
sir.
that fight it's a mean fight.
It was a hard road, my brother.
Yeah.
9 years. I remember we took our first fundraiser in April of 14, St. Louis. We wanted to purchase the St. Paul's College in Lawrenceville, Virginia, an HBCU that was closed down. They wanted $2 million. We didn't have any money. We started raising money for St. Paul's College. The Chinese bought it, took it right from up under us. So then we said, well, let's just get us a day school. So I thought we were going to end up in Detroit because Detroit has a lot of Catholic schools in great shape that were being sold for a reasonable price.
And here's the thing, it's like that's one of the things that I get. Like he talked about how the different schools were and that certain organizations wouldn't sell him the schools. And it's like those are the kind of things to where that's why it's so important for us as black folks to have our own stuff. Shouldn't have to, and it's like, yes, even though, and not just, I mean, aside from what he's trying to do, I'm just saying, period. When it comes to those businesses and all of these things that we trying to do, instead of, and I'm just saying it just because it needs to be said, we'll put money, and even to his point, we'll put money up and we'll have one of our celebrities open up a fucking trap house museum. But this nigga here that's trying to start a school, crickets. Just let that sink in for a second. Nigga trying to start a school. Nigga trying to start a trap house museum. Hey. I'm just saying. When you just talking about priorities and shit that we supposed to be having, and we be the main ones talking about how motherfuckers are racist and the racist this and they racist that and they racist this and the white man this and the white man that. Nigga, you'll put money up for a trap house museum, but you won't put money up to get this nigga a school. Niggas will go and fly all over from the fucking country to go to Atlanta to go to the fucking Trap House Museum. Literally a museum that is dedicated to showing motherfuckers how drugs was sold, is sold, and all that shit. I ain't never been because I ain't gonna step foot in that motherfucker unless I'm going there to talk about that shit. But people travel all across the fucking country to go to this place in Atlanta, but it took this nigga damn near 10 years to get a fucking school. And not that niggas got to buy the school outright. Nigga, you just need to come up with enough money to get the fucking school, to the down payment and shit like that for the school. Just saying. Let's just say the motherfucking school costs $2 million. 10%, $2 million, what you looking at? $200,000, right? $200,000 to motherfucking for the down payment for the school. I wonder how much it costs to start the Trap House Museum. What the down payment was and all of that shit. To get that whole thing started. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, dude. This is the kind of shit that niggas overlook and don't say shit about. That's problematic to us as a whole. When you talk about black people, our shade, niggas rising up, the revolution will not be televised. When you talk about all that shit, when you get through, you supporting a nigga and listening to a nigga that got a trap house museum, but there's another nigga who can't get a fucking school. A building for a school. Out of all of the rich niggas in Atlanta, you mean to tell me y'all rich ass niggas couldn't find, ain't that Wakanda? Out of all of the niggas in Wakanda, Georgia, you mean to tell me that you niggas couldn't find a school for this nigga to have? To use? Really? That's what y'all about to tell me? I can't go. I can't go for that. No can do.
Once they found out the purchaser was myself, they refused to sell. Then there was a school and celebrated Nat Turner with the Eclipse, came back, went to Cuba to get my EFA initiation, came back, got into the school. I said, this is where we need to be. But they wanted $2 million. We didn't have it. So they wanted the same price St. Paul's wanted. We didn't have it. So I stayed after them for 18 months. I kept calling, harassing them, pestering them. And I said, listen, nobody going to buy this school but me. Sell me the school. And then one day I called them, and I don't know, it was just my lucky day. They said, we're going to give it to you for what you got. And so February the 7th of 2019, we closed.
Wow. That's dope.
Yeah.
So how do you explain to someone who doesn't know you what you do and why you do it?
And here's my thing that I will say about this. I ain't never heard of this dude, Loon. I never heard of him. And it was like, when I saw his podcast, I got to admit, I like the dude podcast. He's decent. I like the fact, and it's not that, you know, the thing that I really like about him is that he's willing to have a conversation and he asking motherfuckers questions. And he's asking motherfuckers questions that are real questions. He's not sitting here trying to pump a nigga up and trying to bolster a nigga's platform or no shit like that. He really having like a real conversation and is asking real questions. I think that his questions could have been a little bit more in depth and could have been a little bit more just, I guess, on target more to really hold him accountable like he was trying to do. But I definitely like the fact that he was at least in a situation and he's using his platform to ask those questions, because so many motherfuckers let people just say what the hell they want to say, and that's just it. So, but yeah, but shout out to this dude Loon. I like I said, I like his shit. He did his thing.
I mean, formally, I always start with the formal, so I tell folks, Dr. Umar Ifatunde is a doctor of clinical psychology, certified school psychologist, a Pan-Africanist, a former Minister of Education for Marcus Garvey's UNIA, author of 2 books, Black Parent Advocate and Psychoacademic Holocaust, founder, obviously, FDMG Academy and the National Independent Black Parent Association. But if I was to sum all that up, I would say that as a Pan-Africanist, we all, as Black people, as African people, have to decide how we're going to make our contribution to our people. And so for me, I've decided to do it in the area of education and mental health. And so opening up this first school, we're hoping to have so many more come after it. Because from a psychological perspective, I understand we can't change nothing about our predicament until we change the way we think. And so the thinking has to be changed in the children. Frederick Douglass, one of the mottos of our school is Frederick Douglass, who I'm related to.
And here's the contradiction to what he's saying. If it's so important to change the way we think, then my question would be, or my statements would be more so, why are you still trying to teach, or why are you still promoting and speaking on old concepts and old mentalities that have not serviced our people at all? Playing the whole white man this and white that and the white system this and the white system that. It has never in 50, 60 years done us any good and made us progress any further. So why would you still be doing that if it's so important for you to educate the young minds of the future? I don't know, but that's one of my problems that I have with Umar.
Blood, he said, quote, is revolution, French Revolution, Russian Revolution, Cuban Revolution, American Revolution, African Revolution, Vietnam Revolution. They all started with an educational system to transform the way the children thought. So if we're going to change, we have to change with the mind. We want to change our spending habits. We want to change the situations between Black men and Black women. You're not going to get to none of that until you change the way we fundamentally think about ourselves.
Right. We're going to talk about some of that stuff today, though.
Yes, sir.
Sure. But I want to start with Deion Sanders.
Yeah, buddy.
You went to the Breakfast Club, and I want to roll this clip because I want you to kind of further speak about what we saw here on the Breakfast Club. Let's pay attention.
No. He never said, I could be gone in 3 years.
What does it matter, though? He's got.
I'm going to tell you why it matters. I'm about to tell you right now why it matters. Because he damn wrong. Now, if he told them, if I'm going to go back and study some more, but from what I seen him say, he was not that direct. But if he was, and that's not what I saw, so we disagree there. But if he was, he's still wrong, but it's a low level because at least you was transparent and you gave them informed consent. They knew you could leave at any time.
That's right.
Okay? Still wrong. I'm explaining in a minute. Now, if he didn't tell them that, okay, and I'm hearing from people who know athletes on that team that they were not told it that way.
They weren't listening.
And they're upset.
Because he said that on 60 Minutes.
Okay? He didn't say it that way, Charlamagne. I saw that.
He
He
did.
did not. No, he didn't. Now, if he did not do it that way, that automatically means that Deion Sanders used, abused, and exploited HBCU Jackson State just to be given an opportunity to show predominantly white institutions that he could coach. If he only used them as a stepping stone to getting a job at a white college, he was dead wrong, Sanders.
Now, here's my thing. Number one, and this is why I have a problem with Black folks, because we always come with a new set of rules for niggas. The nigga rules. We there's no rhyme or reason to them. We just make them up. And regardless of what the industry is, regardless of what the business is, we take these rules and we make them apply, and you are held accountable to these rules indefinitely for perpetuity. If that is there is no way to get around it. You just got to know this shit, and if you don't know it, so be it. You still condemned by it. Number one, there is no athletic program in existence that has a coach who comes and says when he's leaving. Number one. So the whole thing of Deion should have told us he was going to leave you didn't know. Deion didn't know when he was going to leave. However, Deion has no obligation to stay, motherfuckers. What the fuck are you talking about? Unless you had a contract that says this is a 4-year deal. This is a 3-year deal. This is a 2-year deal. And it's for this amount of money. And if for some reason you breach this contract, then there are these penalties that must be or will be incurred, and you pay back this amount or whatever the case may be, or we can sue you for that amount. That's what a contract is. If the amount of time he's supposed to be there was a thing. However, I can tell you like this, whether them players said it, whether the players knew it, whether the staff said it, or whether the staff knew it, ain't nobody in their right mind who gonna have a struggling ass program like Jackson State did, gonna turn their nose up to Deion Sanders and then have the audacity to be mad when he leaves. It is not Deion's responsibility to transform and to transmogrify, shout out to Joe Clark, that entire university in perpetuity. Thank you, David. Till he die, essentially. And that's what niggas want you to do. Niggas want you to do what the fuck they want you to do until you die. Forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever. That's what niggas want. Deion was supposed to stay, man. He was supposed to stay. And here's the other part to that. You tell me what he stole or exploited from a fucking university that had a fucked up field, had fucked up facilities, fucked up buildings, fucked up storage, didn't have no fucking money, and the little money they was getting, them niggas was stealing it. They stole from his fucking office. They stole from his ass. They did everything that niggas do to niggas who try to help niggas. They did. He fucking literally transformed that entire fucking athletic program and made it to where it was at the very least, something that was playable. Them kids, and I saw the video that he did when he walked around that motherfucking campus and talked about the divots that were in that field to where the kids couldn't even play on the field. You do realize how important it is to have a field that's playable. Not just a field. You can't just have a field for all you non-coaching, non-athletic motherfuckers that ain't never played the sport, don't know shit about the sport, ain't never coached the sport. You have to have not just a field, but you have to have a playable field. Because a playable field or a non-playable field will injure your players. Your players will get their ankles broke. They'll get their ankles sprained. They'll hyperextend their ankles and their joints and they break their wrists, whatever the case may be. When you have a fucked up field that is not playable, your players are destined to get hurt. And in a lot of cases, if the field is unplayable, you can't host no games. I ain't talking about no mud on the field, no water on the field. I'm talking about to where the field is unplayable, to where there's so many divots and potholes and shit like that because it hasn't been properly maintained. You can't play on it. He fixed that. He brought in the fucking Walmarts and all of these other fucking companies to come and actually invest their money into that program. Why did he have to do that? Because the fucking school is stealing the money. Like he said, where is the money? Same thing with Ed Reed. Don't nobody want to talk about that shit. I did a show about it. Ed Reed said the same shit. Like they got all these fucking buildings and ain't even shit in the buildings but trash. They get all this shit and they're not even doing anything with it. You know why? Because they're stealing the money. See, at big universities, major universities, your your Harvards and your fucking Yales and your Princetons and your Alabamas and you can steal the money there because you have so much money, you can keep shit running. I'm not saying that also. You saying that just in black schools they steal money? Hell no. Y'all saw what the fuck Brett Favre did? Stealing the money. What I'm saying though is they have enough money to where they can keep the program going, invest into their program, and then steal the money. See, they got their priorities right. So yes, you can go to fucking the school Brett Favre's daughter went to, and they'll take the motherfucking the federal aid funds that was supposed to go to Section 8 and all that shit. They'll take them funds, build what they said they was gonna build, and then they'll siphon off the money, the rest of the money, like Brett Favre did, and still ain't went to jail or nothing for it. But that's another story. My point is this. They didn't take the money to where there was none for the program. They didn't take the money to where they couldn't fix the field. They didn't take the money to where the players didn't have equipment. They didn't take all of the money to where the players couldn't do shit. They didn't have fucking running water and shit like that. Having to take a bath in a fucking swimming pool at a hotel. That's all I'm saying. So yes, why in the fuck would I, being Deion Sanders, want to deal with a bunch of thieving ass niggas that's fucked up a program? I'm trying to steady fix the program, but these niggas is steady fucking up the program. No way. When I can go to another school that has state-of-the-art facilities, are going to give me complete autonomy and control of what the fuck I want to do, and any other goddamn thing I want. Who the fuck wouldn't do that? I'm just saying.
The reason I'm so personally disappointed in Deion is I thought he was there for a movement, not for money. Meaning, Deion Sanders, the coach of Jackson State,
And why does everything with niggas gotta be a movement? Why is everything about a movement or a fucking cause? Why can't we just do a thing to either set an example, to set a precedent, and to show a motherfucker that, hey, it can be done? That's it. Why can't it just be one of those things to where it's just saying, hey, man, I just wanted to show that this could be done. I just wanted to show you how you can go about doing it. You do realize that what Deion did inspired Ed Reed, right? And what the fuck did Ed Reed have? He had the same problem. And Ed Reed even said it. I talked to my brother Deion, and he told me. He told me what the fuck was going to happen, and he was right. He was like, I hate to admit that he was right, but he was right. He told me what the fuck it was. And I was hoping that it wasn't, but it turned out that it is. It's even worse. They stealing from these kids. Reggie Theus and them, a bunch of niggas stealing from these kids. And he didn't want to say shit. He didn't want that. Well, it's not that he didn't want to believe it because he was hoping for the best. Until they showed him. Yeah, nigga, we stealing from the kids. Fuck what you talking about. We getting this money, nigga. As they say on what is that, one of them damn reality shows, we stealing the shmoney. We getting the shmoney. That's what we're doing.
A situation where Deion would hire other coaches, other retired black NFL greats to coach other HBCUs. In doing so, you attract our top tier high school athletes to come to HBCU.
Maybe.
Stay with me.
Eddie George, that's Tennessee
Stay with
State.
me. Stay with me. Football about, you know, like I know, if you got top tier NFL greats coaching HBCUs, the athletes are coming.
Nigga, Eddie George is a top tier NFL motherfucking elite running back, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? See what I mean? How niggas don't be knowing shit, but they steady talking? Fuck you talking about Eddie George like he ain't no motherfucking all-star motherfucking running back. But the point is this. Would I love for my son to be coached by Eddie George if he's a running back? Absolutely. But if he has to play on a field that's unplayable, I'm sorry, Eddie George, he can't come there, bro. If my son has to go to would I want my son to learn how to motherfucking play free safety from Ed Reed? Abso-fucking-lutely. But if he can't even have a fucking dorm room to stay in, I'm not going. Facilities matters. The shit matters. Plain and simple. Having your son coached by an elite Hall of Fame fucking football player means a lot. However, if the facilities aren't there for him to practice and train on, if he don't have the equipment that he needs to work out and do all of this other shit, it's fucking waste. It's a fucking waste of time. You got a coach that can't do nothing but really a lot of talking and can't show you shit because you don't have shit to play on and you don't have shit to use to get yourself to be better. You don't have the tools to do the job. Your body is your number one asset as an athlete. I want my son to have the best of everything possible when it comes to what he needs to take care of his body. Yes, David Williams, Deion did use his own money. It's a movement. Fuck out of here.
They was coming for Deion. He showed you, Charlamagne.
Deion, though.
He showed
Dr.
you.
Umar.
And his other one's just
Deion's
as
one of the
great.
most famous people ever.
And his other one's just as great. So listen.
Eddie George at Tennessee State.
That's one person. We talking about a system, not an individual. So, depending on.
That's one person. I could have sworn Deion was one person. We talking about a system, not an individual. Well, Eddie George at Tennessee State got the same motherfucking control that Deion Sanders should have. What is you talking about? But Tennessee State is a different type of motherfucking facility. They got money. They ain't got no motherfucking HBCU money. They ain't broke like the HBCU. Just saying.
Money. You got HBCUs at risk of being closed. I read something that said almost a half of them. A half may not survive the decade. So this was bigger than football.
Oh, what do you mean a half of wouldn't survive the decade? Oh, that's right, because they overturned the money that Trump was giving. Yeah. Your buddy Joe Biden took away the money that Donald Trump had already given the HBCUs. They had a deal to where they got so much money allotted to them every year. Yup, but Joe Biden came and stopped that shit, took that shit, pulled the money back. How about that? But ain't nobody saying nothing about that though, are they? Ain't that something?
This was about the survival of the HBCU.
It's bigger than Deion,
especially
though, Dr. Umar.
no,
Yes,
no.
it is. I think
It's not bigger than Deion.
So I wanted to
it's
play
bigger
that,
than Deion. He said-
and I want you to build on that some. For those of you unaware with that clip, and just to give some context and some groundwork around it, that clip was in reference to Dr. Umar's opinion about Deion Sanders leaving Jackson State and headed up to Colorado to coach that team. You mind building on that? I want us to have that conversation.
Sure. First, I want to say that I have tremendous respect for Deion Sanders and what he's done.
No, you don't.
For a long time, he was one of my favorite NFL players.
No, he wasn't.
I have nothing negative to say about him as a
Yes, you do.
human being or as a man. We're speaking about his obligation to the black community and what he was in position to do to help secure the legacy of HBCUs. Now, the other day, Deion Sanders.
Hold on, before you go.
Sure.
Because I know you got a lot. You believe Deion can secure the future of HBCU?
I believe he had a strong chance of being able to lay the foundation.
See how niggas just changed it that quick? He went from him to secure the future of all historical black colleges. How does that work? How does one man secure the future? Do y'all hear what the fuck he's saying? He said Deion Sanders' obligation to the black community was to secure the future of HBCUs. That's what he's saying. Just the fact that you even fixed your mouth to say that, and then listen to what he said as to how he's supposed to do it.
Doing so, yes.
So laying the foundation and securing is different. We can
Not necessarily, because we have to see it in motion.
Laying the foundation and securing it are two different things. That nigga is right. He laid the foundation. He showed you how to set this shit up. Now you build on it. That's called laying a foundation, nigga. If I go and pour a slab of concrete in a backyard, I've basically made a platform in order for you to build off of. He showed everyone how to do that. Now, the pitfalls and all of the shit that come along once you start putting up and framing up that motherfucker, depending on how much wood you got, how many nails you got, that's the bullshit that HBCUs are on, because they don't have money for wood and nails and glue and all that other type of shit.
The point is, Deion Sanders was bringing top recruits to Jackson State.
right.
I saw Deion Sanders as being the catalyst of a movement where ex-NFL greats and NBA greats would occupy the coaching ranks at the premier HBCU campuses, pulling all of.
Oh, you mean like how Reggie Theus is the athletic director of Bethune? Yeah. Reggie Theus is the athletic director of Bethune. Has been for several years. What Ed Reed say though? They still in the money. You don't see him talking about that shit though, do you? Nope.
Talent that is exploited by the PWI back to the HBCU. College athletics is a multi-billion-dollar business. We have at least 40% of HBCUs right now in danger of being closed down. We tried to buy one. There's a few more that just closed down in the past year. If you lose the HBCU, you lose middle-class Black America. The HBCU
That ain't true.
is responsible for more than 50% of our attorneys, 50% of our engineers, 50% of our teachers, 50% of our doctors, if I didn't say that already. So the HBCU has single-handedly kept a professional class in Black America. You just had a situation, as I mentioned to Charlemagne, where the Supreme Court just threw out affirmative action in college admission, which means white colleges no longer have to pursue the Black student anymore. That just made HBCUs more critical. If they don't survive, the Black middle class and or professional class doesn't survive. When Deion showed up at Jackson State, and I've spoke to players after that interview, players who told me Deion did not tell us he could leave.
How long is he supposed to stay then? I don't know why they made that like some type of rule. Deion's supposed to tell us when how long he gonna be here now. Why? And here's my thing. If the school, damn the players, because the players don't run the coach. If the school wanted Deion to stay for a certain amount of time, that is exactly what a contract is for. That's what a contract is for. If I'm bringing Deion Sanders to my school to coach my team, and I need him for a certain amount, man, I want you to come for at least 4 years, bro. Or I need you for at least 3 years. How much would that cost? I need you for at least 5 years. How much would you charge me for a year? I charge, $500,000. All right, look, we got 1.5. Let's go. We got you for 3 years. If Deion tells me, nah, I don't want no motherfucking no contract, bro. I can't be locked in like that. Here's my salary. Here's what I want to be paid, but I'm not doing no multi-year contract. I know I'll be here at least 2 years, but I can't promise you shit past that. All I'm saying is I'm still going to take Deion Sanders. Plain and simple. Jerry Rice is coming to coach my fucking team, my college team. How long can you stay, Jerry? I can give you 6 months. Come on. It's fucking Jerry Rice. Who the fuck else is going to teach my kid or my players about fucking football better than fucking Jerry Rice? Like, how many motherfuckers is going to do it better than him? It's like this whole thing of him having a time to leave. That's bullshit, man.
Not that quickly. Multiple players.
But at what point do we?
But let me finish that point.
Go ahead.
So therefore, you come to this HBCU, you see the change that you're able to generate. Why not systematize this? So the
I don't know if that's a word. Can somebody please look that up? If systematize, I have not heard of that. I'm not saying it ain't a word. I'm just saying I've never heard it before. So somebody please look up systematize to see if that's an actual word. Just saying.
HBCU can now compete with the Alabamas and the Florida States for that football revenue, that basketball revenue.
What system do you have to put in place to say we should hire, we should bring in? Here's my thing, and this is where I'm calling bullshit on the HBCUs. HBCUs are supposed to be some of the most educated people in the country, right? You would imagine that these are your highly intelligent people that are in these areas, right? Why would they not recognize that these players should be coaching at their colleges? You clearly see that there's so many black coaches that didn't get an opportunity at the NFL level. Why wouldn't you recruit them to come to your school? Why wouldn't you? If I'm an HBCU, what the fuck is Reggie Miller doing right now? I just seen somebody talk about Cheryl Miller was at Langston coaching the girls. What the fuck is Reggie Miller doing right now? Just saying. Why ain't nobody recruiting him? Why would nobody recruit him? What the fuck is Isaiah Thomas doing right now? Why the fuck wouldn't anybody recruit him? And you can go on and on. All of these great athlete, player, coaches, players turn coaches. There are dozens of them that are black. Why in the fuck would I not hire one of those or recruit one of those guys? If I'm the head of nigga university, I'm going to get the best black coaches I can. Why? Because I know it ain't too many white people that want to coach at nigga university. Just sight unseen. But why would I not go after some of the most elite coaches and say, hey, look, guys, I know that y'all ain't coached or y'all have not been coaches. I got one coach here. Here's an opportunity for both of us. You all can help our players get better, and you all can get your coaching chops. You know, get some time in as coaches being here at my university. It's a win-win situation. Right. There's a good one. Avery Johnson. He was the coach of Alabama's men basketball. He was decent. Why the fuck wasn't he at Howard? Is Mark Jackson coaching anywhere? Hell, what's the other motherfucker who can't win to save his goddamn life and then coach some of everybody? Terrible coach, terrible motherfucking NBA coach. Damn. Not Mark Jackson, but the other motherfucker. He was the coach of Boston. He coached at Golden State. Somebody, Doc Rivers. Exactly. Fucking terrible fucking in the NBA coach. Why the fuck ain't he coaching at fucking insert the black college and say, hey, Mississippi State or Jackson State or Auburn? Why the fuck ain't he? I mean, not Auburn, but is that it? Is that Auburn? Yeah, Auburn's a motherfucking HBCU. Is that Auburn that's down in Mississippi? I'm just saying, why in the fuck would you not have one of these guys coaching? Patrick Ewing had him coaching at fucking Georgetown. Why the fuck was he not at Blacktown University? Mississippi Valley. Auburn is D1. What's the other black college down in Mississippi? I thought it was Auburn. Or A. It starts with an A, I think, goddamn it. But I'm just saying, dude, when you look at Alcorn, there we go. Thank you, David. Alcorn State. Right. Get these niggas down at Alcorn State. Why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you go after those players to say, hey, man, y'all can come down here and help yourself, and you can help our organization and help our kids? Yeah, Jerry Rice went to Mississippi Valley. There we go. Thank you. I said Mississippi State, didn't I? Mississippi Valley. Yeah, because they the ones that's what fucking whatchamacallit went to Mississippi Valley too. Fucking Randy Moss. What the fuck are y'all doing? It's like y'all, it took Deion to motherfucking make y'all realize this shit. And it's like, even if you got a decent coach there, you should still be recruiting these other players just to help these coaches coach. Some of these broke ass motherfucking NFL players. Hey, look, T.O., we'll give you motherfucking 50 bands, 50,000 nigga to come and coach the wide receivers for a year at motherfucking Jackson State. Think he ain't gonna do it? Shit. Man, please. That's bullshit. These motherfuckers been knew that shit. They just, what the problem is, they want a motherfucker to come in there, and they expect a nigga to come in, especially somebody like Deion, and they expect him to, he went to Marshall. They expect him to come in and motherfucking, my bad. They expect him to come in and motherfucking pay their way, pay it all, take care of everything.
Top recruits. And now the HBCU doesn't have to worry about handouts and contributions from alumni and celebrity blacks, because you're now bringing in enough revenue on an annual basis from your athletic programs, the same way Duke and Carolina do.
But here's the thing about Duke and Carolina. Duke and Carolina, they do have donors. They do have donors. They do have boosters and all that shit. It ain't, well, see, you get the athletes to start generating the money for everything else. That's the problem with niggas. That's the problem with niggas. You get the athletes to start paying for all the other shit, then you ain't got to have the alumni donate nothing. They just show up and smile at us. Do you know how much money people and alumni donate to, like, Harvard, Yale, Princeton? They donate millions of dollars. Why? To support the fucking institution. Hell no, Umar school ain't open yet, left third. You know that shit. They have people that come, right, thank you, Dave. They call them legacy donors. They come in there, hey, name the motherfucking library after me. Hey, name the lunchroom after me. Hey, name the bathrooms after me. Hey, name this closet over here after me. Hey, name this auditorium after me. Hey, that's what they do. Right, Stan T said the only thing open on Umar, only thing Umar got open is his fucking mouth.
Stay in the university. Deion Sanders could have went down in history as one of the greatest black men in American history.
You don't think so?
Had he, say that again.
This nigga's a fucking first ballot Hall of Fame fucking NFL player. He has a bust in Canton, Ohio. This nigga is arguably the greatest cornerback to ever play the game. He's one of the greatest football players to ever play the game. He changed the game. And you talking about he could have went down in history? Nigga, he already is in history. And you talking about going down in history as one of the greatest black men is right. Right. Yeah, all right. You tell me how many niggas care about that. One of the greatest. Tell me the last nigga that went down as one of the greatest black men. That ain't from the fucking, that ain't from the fucking 60s or 70s. That's been living past that was born in the 80s. You tell me the last one that then went down in history is one of the greatest black fill in the blanks. I'll wait. Cause niggas don't give a fuck about niggas going down in history. Nigga Corey said Nino Brown. Nino Brown dead, nigga. He ain't went down in history. Frank White, Frank Lucas, maybe bringing the most heroin over to the hood ever. The most and the purest heroin ever brought to this country was done by Frank Lucas. Nino was an idolater. That's what he is.
He's still going down in history?
As an athlete, but that's irrelevant to me. I don't care about athletes. I care about black success.
As a coach, you don't think he's going down?
As what
As
coach?
a coach.
He may. I don't know what the future holds, but that's not important to me.
So what is he? What would he?
Because
you're
athletics,
saying, okay.
athletics does not in any way, shape, form, or fashion compare to black survival and success. I don't care how many trophies.
So fuck Jesse Owens. Fuck Ralph H. Metcalf. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Fuck Serena Williams. Fuck Venus Williams. Fuck Ash, Arthur Ashe. Fuck him too. Let's see. Fuck Jackie Robinson. Fuck him. Fuck Muhammad Ali. Let's see who else. I'm just saying that's 7 I just ran off right now, and we basically like fuck them. They shit don't mean nothing. They ain't did nothing. They shit don't count. Fuck Bill Russell. Fuck Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Fuck Jim Brown. I'm just saying. That's what this nigga's saying. And ain't nobody saying, wait, hold the fuck up, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Fuck you talking about? Ain't no way in the world that motherfucker could have said that shit to me and I'd have been like, wait, hold on, nigga. So you saying Muhammad Ali being an athlete don't matter? Fuck is you talking about, bro? You sitting here talking out the side of your neck. You're literally discounting what these other motherfuckers have done as athletes for the culture. You're literally discounting that to make your point. You hustling, nigga. You're lying to keep your hustle going. I don't care about that. But you want this same nigga to bring his motherfucking athletic ability to attract other students to do what? The same thing, play sports. In that case, you should be talking about all of the scientists and all of the inventors and all of the, hey, psychologists like yourself. Y'all should be the ones investing in the HBCUs. By that logic, right? Since the athletics don't matter. Just saying. That's what the fuck it is. Fuck Cornbread Earl and me. That's all I'm saying. Fuck Cochise. Shit. You see what I mean? Niggas ain't shit, man.
How many rings you got? That does not compare to where we end up as a people.
Is sports athletics a portal or a portal to power though?
How is it a portal to power when less than 50% of black Division I male athletes graduate within 4 to 5 years, and at least 40% of them never graduate at all? They exploit them for 4 years and they back in the hood selling crack and weed. How is that a portal to power?
What about the other 60% then? I'm just saying. What about the other half, nigga? What about the ones that did make it out, that did graduate, that did become the upper middle class? What about the ones that did make all of the motherfucking moves, the right moves, and actually became superstars? Like, what about them? I'm just saying. Right. And they all, so all of the, exactly, Corey, all of the niggas that go and don't graduate from D1s that have scholarships, they all become dope dealers. Man, get the fuck out of here. You a lying ass nigga. You just literally making shit. I'd be like, Umar, that's not true, bro. There's no stat to prove that. He's literally pulling that shit out of fucking thin air. He's pulling it from his ass. That's why he said 50% and 40%. There's no fucking statistic that says that. How the fuck is that being measured? That's a fucking lie. He's literally one of these niggas that's saying some shit, and because a nigga, I'd be like, bro, that ain't no stat. That ain't no stat. And what most niggas gonna say in that situation on the stage is, look it up, it's there. Bullshit. That's bullshit, dude. Ain't no motherfucking stat that says 40% of the motherfuckers that get scholarships to D1 schools not only don't graduate, but they wind up going back to the hood to be drug dealers. Bro, you lying. You're fucking lying, period. You just made some shit up, bro. Just to make it up, just to try to validate your point.
Yeah, I understand that, but at the same time, I feel as though someone like Deion Sanders can come through that and continue to elevate.
So Deion Sanders bragging the other day that gained the home opener for the University of Colorado, Boulder, Colorado, with a black percentage of 1.3%. Cracker land.
What the fuck is cracker land?
0.3% black people in Boulder. Y'all know King Kong was coming. 1.3%.
See how he starts to now? He's about to start now doing the old school black preacher shit now.
Black people in Boulder, Colorado. 2.6% black students at the University of Colorado. Deion bragging that the home opener made $18 million. What did that do for us?
So the televised game that Jackson State played, it made something like, I don't know, I think it was like 500,000 or something like that. What did that do for us? Because like Deion explained when he talked about that shit, they spent more money traveling, feeding the players, and getting to and from the stadium, and actually doing all of the shit that they need to do to actually like be a part of that shit, that they literally made no money. They made no money. Who determines how much money these motherfuckers make? The networks. It's the motherfuckers who want to see Jackson State. I know a bunch of niggas do, but that ain't the world, now is it? That ain't the United States, now is it? Nope. So now you have to see, well, how many white folks want to see Jackson State play? And it ain't that many, which is why they don't get the big games. And then when they do get in those games, when they do get to play one of those Power 5 schools, they get their ass whooped historically.
I mean, I understand that, but I think he's thinking about his journey. The same. Hold on. The same way you're thinking about your journey.
No, my life is for the people. Everything I do is for the people.
All right.
How is that? You heard what he said. Everything he do is for the people. Everything. Okay, we're gonna see.
I understand that. And you know, we're gonna have some clapping and all of that.
You're gonna have it.
It's funny to me.
Because I'm the realest man in Black America.
Listen. What we're gonna talk about is the truth, though, because
we're dealing with the truth.
We have to live in reality. The claps don't make us right or wrong, right? What we have to focus on is the truth. You're telling me that your life, so if that was the truth, if your life was all for the people, you'll live at that school. You wouldn't have a home.
I probably won't go home once the school opens.
Before it opens, you would take the money from.
Did y'all hear that?
Bing bang.
Great point, Loon. I give you kudos on that because that's exactly what he said. If that's the case, you would live at the school. And hold on, he would already be living at the school. But I promise you, this nigga ain't gonna go live in no school in Delaware. I promise you that. Fuck what you heard, because you heard him say, he can't say, well, for traveling purposes, I can't stay. Nope, you 20 minutes from the airport in Philly, nigga. That's what you said. Why won't you go live there in the school? I promise you this nigga won't go and live in that school.
Your home and put it in the school.
I have.
All of it.
Just about.
See?
I have. Then it's just about. I thought it was all for the people. The people.
That's what I'm saying. So there's room to think about yourself.
Yes, but yourself does not take precedence.
Nigga talking about just about. What the fuck and how much is just about, nigga? What do you mean? And I would have hit his ass with that. What do you mean when you say just about? Either you did or you didn't. And my thing is, in all fairness, no one should expect you to. Shouldn't be expected to put everything you have to where you don't have nothing because you putting it all into this school or all into the movement. The fuck out of here with that bullshit. Nobody expecting you to do that, and they shouldn't have the expectation to do that. But that's nigga logic to where they try to put that shit on you.
The people. My life is for the people. It is not about personal achievement.
So you don't
nothing wrong with that. Here's what I'm saying, because I don't want to make it all about Dion. You understand?
Right.
This is a systemic problem we have as black people, where we never subvert the personal agenda for the best interest of the race. That's where we have to go. Chinese, the race come first. European Jews, the race come first. Arabs, the race come first. And with black people, ourselves come first. And that's why we can't win, because
what does that mean, the race comes first? What? What does that mean? I can tell you what it means. It's simple shit like shopping black, buying black. But that still comes with having the resources there that are black owned. I can't go buy my Cadillac from a black Cadillac dealership if there ain't one. I can't go buy my groceries from a black grocery store if there ain't one. I can't go buy my gas from a black gas station if there ain't one. I can't buy my whatever the fuck fill in the blank from a black person if there ain't one.
all power is in the group. Teamwork makes the dream work.
See? There you go. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Hey,
And
y'all,
niggas is crap.
y'all are funny, man.
Right.
Y'all are so funny. Hey, you know they were gonna do this, cause you're powerful with this talking thing.
Nashville, make some noise.
This is why I brought you though, Umar, because
And there's the hustle. That's all I'm saying. There's the
again,
hustle part.
the way you speak, I think you're one of the most brilliant speakers in the world. But again, I want us to hammer this point down. You don't sleep at the school, right?
Well, remember,
You do have a life outside of the school, outside of the mission, outside
I have
of
a school. I have a life outside of the school, but I don't have a life outside of the mission. There's nothing I do on a daily basis that isn't directly tied.
Now that is true. And the reason why that's true and how you can validate that, because that's how he gets paid. That's his hustle.
To the liberation of African people.
I don't know.
Give me something.
I don't know your daily. You give me your daily routines. I don't know. I find that, I mean.
I'm at the airport today coming here. I'm on the phone consulting with a mother because they're trying to expel her special ed son illegally because they never done a manifestation determination. They never gave him the behavior plan that the IEP law requires him to have for them to even consider the expulsion. Then I'm on the phone with another mom trying to help her save her son. People call me 2, 3 o'clock in the morning with mental health and educational emergencies. You understand? So I'm not saying that I am the most devout black man on the planet, I'm just saying, if it ain't me, I don't know who it is.
All right, so
And don't nobody hear that? I'm not saying that I'm not the most devout black man in the country, but I'm saying if it ain't me, then who it is? Who is it? And did nobody find a problem with that? Did nobody say boo? Like what the fuck? Like nigga, don't try to motherfucking side talk. That's the overlay for the underlay. Basically saying, like most motherfucking niggas be set, like most motherfuckers niggas act like, especially these liberal democratic motherfuckers. Nigga, I ain't saying but I'm the best, but if it is somebody that's better, tell me who it is. Basically saying, I'm the best. I'm better than all you niggas. That's exactly what this nigga's saying.
let's get back to Dion because you popping it right there. Let's get back to Dion. So in all actuality with Dion, I feel as though when I look at even people like business doesn't have moral clause in it, right? So
No, European business doesn't have.
and that's
moral
what the colleges are.
What the fuck is European business? Let's just say that's white business. So y'all telling me that European business don't have moral cause?
Right? Ain't that the European structure?
Okay.
All right, so we're speaking about again, situational awareness. You cannot ignore the facts. Dion is inside of a structure and a system that he has to play a certain game the same way you do.
So Dion had to lead Jackson to go to all white Colorado because he's in the system?
Yeah.
No, Dion.
I believe Dion to be chasing a dream. I believe Dion to be chasing a position for him, his family, and then the mission. I believe the mission is still in the car with Dion. Sometimes when I hear you talk about the mission for him is saving kids.
At an all-white school, who he saving black up there?
He's saving the kids, and this is where Loon kind of missed it on this one. All of the black recruited kids that he got up there, motherfucker. Whether it's 2 or 22 or 72, those are the ones that he's saving. Is there a quota that niggas are supposed to be saving kids? Is there a nigga kid quota that we supposed to have to where, oh, you got to be saving at least 47 in order to be considered really being black and a part of the movement? What are you talking about, bro? So the same way he was just talking, I'm on the phone counseling a mother while I'm at the airport about her son being expelled without a proper IEP being done, and that they can't do that without the same way you talking about the shit that you doing. This man has recruited and given scholarships to these kids to come and not just play the game of football, but also to get a free education. What the fuck is you talking about, bro? Same thing. Same thing.
Who Dion saving?
They go.
Who Dion saving at the University of Colorado?
He's saving children though.
Look,
His son. There they go.
whose son? His.
Did you save your daughter?
Of course.
All right.
But
So
not
that
at the
I don't
expense.
like. Hold on.
Not at the
Once
expense.
you keep
Not at
on.
the
What I
expense.
think. Listen, it comes off disingenuous for me when you try to act like I'm gonna put y'all in front of me and mine. I got to save me and mine. He got
Exactly.
his son with him.
I
He
didn't
is
know,
on
I
a
didn't know
mission.
Deion Sanders was broke and poor in the hood.
No, not at all.
Okay.
But he ain't got to be broke and poor in the hood, but he's still going to set his kids up for the win. Why the fuck would I? And just think about what he's saying. So I'm supposed to slight my own fucking kids and give them less of an opportunity because they getting way more looks at Colorado than they ever would have got down in Jackson State. Fuck what you heard. So fuck their college career. Fuck what I want to do to them. Fuck my obligation to my kids and giving them the best opportunity. I got to do this for the movement. I shade. The fuck out of here, man. That's that nigga logic that everybody tries to put on niggas that have a little bit of success to say if they keeping it real or not, if they really for the culture or not. Bullshit. Fuck, I'm gonna give my son less of an opportunity, less of a platform, just so Umar can say, I might go down in history as one of the greatest black men ever to help with the movement. Possibly.
My mission ain't accomplished. You ain't broken poor, but your mission ain't accomplished.
Okay.
So every day we wake up, we go towards the mission.
How is his mission tied to the white college?
His mission is tied to.
I can tell you exactly how it's tied to the white college. It's a bigger platform for his son to get exposure to go to the fucking NFL, because the exposure you get at Jackson State is minuscule compared to the exposure you gonna get at a Power 5 school, nigga. That's why. Fuck you talking about. It's just like the exposure you get playing for the Dallas Cowboys versus the exposure you get playing for the Carolina Panthers. Fuck you talking about. See what I mean? How niggas just, oh, fuck all that shit. Fuck that shit, man. It's like, come on, bro. Get off that bullshit. The exposure you get playing for a big fucking franchise like the LA Lakers versus the exposure you get playing for the Atlanta Hawks. The exposure you get playing for the Orlando Magic, or the exposure that you get playing for, I don't know, the fucking Golden State Warriors. Man, get your ass out of here, man. That's nigga logic, though. They always want you to motherfucking give up any and everything they wouldn't, and that they think you should because they ain't got it, because that's keeping it real.
Success and results. You're looking at it for him and his family, his son.
What about the community?
Again, that's still on the agenda, but
We're at an all-white school. Where is the community on the agenda? Where is the black community on the agenda at Boulder, Colorado?
So what I did.
Why does the black community have to be on the agenda? For what? To what end and to what purpose? Can somebody, and I will challenge any pro-black, please, any pro-black that can explain that part to me, I would love to hear it. What the fuck is the black community being on the agenda at Boulder, Colorado, at Colorado University, or at Jackson State University? Because here's my case in point. Is the black community is the black community on the agenda at Jackson State right now? Is the black community on the agenda of Howard University right now? Is the black agenda on the is the black community on the agenda at Langston Hughes right now? Or is the black community on the agenda at any fill in the fucking blank historical HBCU college right now? And if it is, tell me what that is and what that looks like. And this is the race hustling part. He's literally just saying some shit that he ain't validating, that he actually can't quantify and cannot actually show you what that looks like. He's just saying some shit that sounds good.
I'm Deion Sanders. I come into Jackson State and lay a blueprint. I break a mold. I do something that's never been done before. You to ask me. That's for what you just spoke to. You spoke to him bringing all this revenue, bringing these athletes.
He was there for how long?
That's not what we're speaking about.
No, it is what we're speaking of.
Okay.
Because it shows a lack of commitment.
No.
Here's the
opportunity call.
The fact that your ass is old as hell and you ain't got no black wife, no black queen, shows your lack of commitment, number one. Number two, the other part to that is, what is the level of commitment that he's supposed to have if he's showing you how to do it? If he's laying the foundation and sets the blueprint, why do I have to be committed to the fucking whatever? I've shown you how to do it. Somebody else should step up and do it, don't you think? But nigga logic, nigga mentality, we always want one motherfucker to lead us. Until that motherfucker is dead and in the dirt, then we want another one person to lead us.
You know what the bigger issue is here?
Go ahead.
What do we value more? Building systems of success
for young black children?
Like Deion just did at Jackson State.
Or being accepted by white people? That's what this is about.
What the fuck does that mean? Now I would love it if he could explain it and say, and this is what he should have said. What does that mean? And this is like one of the things that Loon missed. Like when this nigga says some shit, stop his ass and say, well, what does that mean? Can you briefly tell me what that means?
I went to Colorado not for the money, because he wanted to prove to white people he could coach white children.
Why? And here's why, and this is my point to this. Why would he want to go to Colorado to prove that he can coach white students when the greater majority of the best athletes in football are black?
You dumb son of a bitch.
You dumb son of a bitch.
Why would I want to prove, and this is why he's so full of shit, ain't not a black coach on the planet trying to prove to no white people that they can coach white students when we all know that black athletes are genetically and historically better than white athletes. If you got 100 black athletes and you got 100 white athletes, the greater majority, upwards of about 85 to 90% of those athletes are going to be better than the white ones. Fact. And that's the thing. Stan T said he coached white players at Jackson State. Based on his logic, he said that don't matter. Because my thing is too, so the black kids that he coaching at Colorado, what if that's the same? What if it's the same mix or close to it? What difference does that make? This nigga is literally just saying some shit for the sake of saying it. That shit don't matter. Why is he, what purpose does he have to gain by saying, I can coach white athletes too? Nope. He's showing that he can coach in a Power 5 motherfucking school and compete. That's what he's doing.
That's not right.
Look at all them. Look. Oh, it is right.
Loon. That is not right.
Look. Did y'all see all the celebrities who was at that game last week? Did y'all see them?
What do the celebrities
flying all the way to Boulder, Colorado?
What difference? What do the celebrities have to do with flying to the game? Because it was just as many flying to Boulder, Colorado, as it was to Jackson State. What's the difference? Ain't none.
Why they don't come to Tennessee State like that for your homecoming?
I can tell you why they don't come to Tennessee State. Great question. Because Deion Sanders ain't there, motherfucker. That's why. They come in there for Deion. What are you talking about? If Deion Sanders was at Tennessee State, they'd be flying into Tennessee State. Case in point, Deion Sanders was at Jackson State, and the niggas was flying to Jackson State. Deion Sanders is in Colorado. That's why these niggas is flying to Colorado. You being stupid, bro. That's part of what Deion Sanders brings to the table. He has that celebrity, that star power, and the gravitas to bring other people like that to his campus, which is one of the reasons why you want that nigga coaching your motherfucking team. It'd be the same thing if it was any other motherfucking flashy motherfucking player. You get somebody flashy like a motherfucking, a flashy ass, winning ass motherfucking nigga. It ain't too many like Deion that's as flashy as he was and was winning. But you get a Magic Johnson to coach a basketball team, he'd have the same, if not bigger, audience. Let Magic go back and coach fucking Michigan State. Michigan State would fucking, everything over there would fucking triple. Let Let me go even further. Let's jump all the way out the window. Let Michael Jordan go back and coach fucking North Carolina. If Michael Jordan went and coached at fucking North Carolina, the place would probably explode. If Michael Jordan went and coached at fucking Langston Hughes University, the place would fucking explode. That's what he brings because of his celebrity and his star power. Who ain't going to see Mike coach? It's like, come on, dude. It's the same fucking thing.
Why they not at Howard like that? Why they not at South Carolina State? You know,
Because Howard ain't got no Deion Sanders. Because South Carolina ain't got no Deion Sanders. Which is case in point, they should have been got it right. Let Shaq go coach at LSU, nigga. Let Shaq go coach anywhere. Let any of these players go and coach anywhere. And it's going to be the same effect. The problem is, these HBCUs, they stealing and fucking up the money so bad, they can't recruit them kind of people. Deion Sanders did Jackson State a favor, motherfucker, at the end of the day. Call it what it is. I know he'll never say it. I'm going to say it for him. Deion Sanders did Jackson State a fucking favor, nigga. Period. They owe Deion. They are still indebted to Deion for what he did for that school, what he did for that town, and what he did for that city in the 2 years he was there. They owe him.
because it was a white school.
No,
It's
sir.
the same reason why entertainers will go to the Grammys and go to the AMAs.
He's literally lying. Because they was flying to Jackson State too, bro. They was all down there. They was all going down there. That nigga had T.O. down there, Warren Sapp down there. He had all them niggas down there. All of those celebrities were going down to Jackson State. Randy Moss was down there. They were all down there, dude. You're lying right now, literally.
We'll start fights at the Source Awards and the BETs because we value white people. We want to be accepted by white people. Deion wanted white.
Well, if that's the case, a nigga shouldn't have got slapped at the fucking Academy Awards. But he did, didn't he? Talking about fighting at the BET Awards, niggas was slapping at the motherfucking Oscars. Fuck is you talking about, bro? You see the shit he's just saying, and the motherfucker ain't saying shit to counter that shit? Like, wait a minute, dude. Fuck is you talking about? That's true, the Bell. The Bell 5000 said game day was even down there at Jackson State. They were. Because of Deion. Just saying. Game day was down there because of Deion. They wasn't down there trying to prove that we like white folk too. Nope.
People to know he could coach at a white school.
I think this is miscategorization, Mr. Doctor.
No,
I think what Deion wanted was to show that he can be successful in collegiate sports.
He could have done that in Jackson.
I think because that, well, he did it in Jackson. This is the point I'm making.
2 years was it?
Yes.
Yeah, he did it, and he did it.
He did it.
He did it. So what I'm saying is, though,
Brother, come on.
listen,
He used
what I
them
mean?
to get seen known to go to a white college.
And my thing is this. The same way you clap for Deion for his 2 years, at least you can see what he did. Nigga, your school been going on for how many years? We ain't seen shit. Not nan student enrolled, not nan student graduated, not nan student then took a class, not nan teacher on the payroll. So just like you give it, nigga, you should be able to take it. While you steady clapping your hands, what Deion did in 2 years, nigga, you ain't did in damn near 10, bro. Fuck is you talking about? We took our first donation back in 2014. Okay, nigga. We how many months away from 2014 from the 10-year mark? What Dion did in 2, you ain't did in 10, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? And that's the kind of shit he should have been hit with. Like, well, if you think that this motherfucker's supposed to be doing this, then nigga, what the fuck you been doing? For the culture, for the community, for the agenda. This nigga came and literally infused unsurmountable amounts of cash and revenue into a fucking town that was broke as shit, into a city that's broke as shit, into a state that is the poorest state in the fucking country, bro. And he did it all by himself. And your ass still talking about FMDGB Duck School, motherfucker, supposed to be opening up soon. The longest fucking nigga trailer ever, nigga. Coming to theater soon. Coming to a hood near you. Coming to the... How many niggas are in Delaware? If we really want to talk about that. Man, go ahead on.
And you know what I think, y'all? I believe the white power structure sat down, had a meeting, and said, we got to put an end to this. If we let Deion stay at Jackson and he start pulling Ed Reed and Randall Cunningham and all these ex-NFL greats to these HBCUs, they going to steal our money. This is $1 billion empire. We cannot afford for the HBCU to steal all the top tier athletes because there will be a reversal of power in D1 sports. This is what they said.
Now listen to these stupid ass niggas clapping. Because here's the thing. If that was the plan of the evil white man, wouldn't he have stopped Deion? If that was the plan of the evil white man, wouldn't they stop Ed Reed? Wouldn't they stop Eddie George? You know who stopped them? Niggas did. Because here's the point to all of this. These HBCUs could still be recruiting these niggas, and they not. You know why? Because everybody knows what the real deal is. These niggas are stealing the money, and ain't no money there. And you can't have no program without money. That's a fucking fact. Ain't no good wishes, ain't no prayer, ain't no we hoping for, we wishing for, we are praying for. Ain't none of that gonna get no program off the ground to where it's successful enough to where you getting top tier recruits to come to your fucking school to play anything. Football, basketball, baseball, I don't give a fuck what it is. If you ain't got no money, you can't do shit with it. That's why these niggas ain't went and got another Ed Reed. That's why these niggas ain't went and got the Ronnie Lotts. That's why these niggas ain't went and got the Warren Sapps. That's why these niggas ain't went and got the top tier black athletes who literally ain't doing shit right now. They can't recruit them because they stealing all the fucking money, and everybody know it. Deion said it. He didn't put him on blast like he really could have, but he said it enough to where niggas understand it. Bro, they ain't right. And that's why he kept saying it. They ain't right. Ed Reed kept saying it. They ain't right, bro. Ed Reed was in fucking tears because he couldn't believe how much these niggas was stealing from him. The kids. Yes, when Deion questioned the box office, like, wait, we sold out 60,000 motherfuckers, and this how much money we got? I know what it is. Which is why he left. Because all that he did to beautify the place, get the right equipment in place, getting the motherfucking the buzz going, getting people excited to come, getting people coming down there, getting these celebrities to come, getting these celebrity support, getting these companies to invest. He did all of that, and then he turned around and looked and saw, oh, so y'all not only gonna steal from me in the office, y'all gonna steal from the box office too? Y'all stealing from the kids? I'm good. I'm not fighting that battle. I'm not fighting that battle. I'm good, bro. Because fact be true, truth be told, it's still plenty of alumni that donate to these schools. They don't donate like they could or like they should, but they still donate. You take that, compare it with tuition, where the fuck is the money? Exactly. Ed Reed said it wasn't like the first day, but it was definitely within that first week. Definitely within that first week.
And they said we know Deion ain't the loyal type to the black community because he the one who also criticized Colin Kaepernick for taking a knee. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to get the whitest school in the country.
Hey, wait a minute. You know, I just had an epiphany. I got an idea. Why wouldn't Colin Kaepernick be coaching one of these illustrious HBCUs? He picked his hair out in the afro. He took a knee. He even said, hey, man, these motherfucking teams are like slave plantations. They treating the players like slavery. Why wouldn't he be the one to come with the black community on his agenda already and come and pay up with one of these HBCUs? It seemed like it would be a match made in heaven, wouldn't it? I guess that's a great question. Why in the fuck? Because he got plenty of money. Because he got that money from Nike and he got a check from the NFL. So he got paid. Why in the fuck is he not coaching one of the HBCUs? Oh, I'll tell you why. Because his bitch ass still trying to get into the NFL and still trying to play NFL football. That's why. That's why. The brother Colin. That's why.
So offer him some money to come teach them because he could have went somewhere. They were making a statement. Deion was sent to Colorado to make a statement that every one of them ninjas got a price. Find his and pay him off.
Like Colin Kaepernick got a price because he got paid off. Like Denzel would say, Colin Kaepernick got a check, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Oh, wow. Man, look. David Williams said, does Black Lives Matter fund HBCUs? Hell no. You know who they fund? They fund Patrice Conning Cullors. They fund her boyfriend. They fund her best friend. All of them niggas took all of the money. Why he ain't saying shit about that? Mr. Pro-Black, black community on the agenda. Black Lives Matter took all that money. Upwards of, I think when it's all said and done, with all of the running and all of the flying and shit, these motherfuckers was chartering planes and all that shit, had like $200 million. I think they, between them three motherfuckers, took like $60 million or $80 million amongst themselves, and they motherfucker pretty much just divvied that shit up. Gave so many millions to her nigga, gave so many millions to her friends. They went and had retreats at the finest motherfucking resorts in the fucking world. Flying first class and charter planes every goddamn where. And then to top it off, brought a gang of motherfucking expensive ass real estate in white neighborhoods. But ain't nobody got time to say shit about that though, huh?
You know what I think? And they listen. See them facing. You see, look.
Talk to me about
Hey,
that.
y'all feel him. Listen, when he sit back and do you like this, bro. When he sit back and do you like this right here, he kicking the highest game he can kick right there.
Thank you.
As
Lord,
high
for
as he
saying
can
that
get,
shit.
boy. But it's effective. Listen, I think what I believe is that
Laughing at their ass because he playing them niggas. And them niggas are actually enjoying getting played. They don't even see what the fuck he's telling them. Loon is literally telling them like he's playing y'all niggas. He running game on y'all niggas. And y'all sitting there clapping to it. Like idiots. That's like somebody insulting my intelligence and telling me I'm a dumbass and I'm stupid and I'm this and I'm that. And I sit right there and not only listen to it, but I clap. Thank you so much for insulting me. Thank you. I appreciate that for insulting my intelligence. Thank you. Thank you. That's literally what he just did. And he just told them that and they still ain't getting it.
in college sports we have to be effective to get hired to do certain things. Just like you, I want you to look at it through your lens and the things you've been able to do and how you had to exit certain routes. You had black people come and try to fix your school up, and you had an issue with that. Sometimes the power structure calls for us to need a handoff, need an assist.
So are you telling me that white folks came and did work in the black Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey School? That can't be true.
Something to
That
put
can't
us in a
nothing to do.
position.
Black contractors scheming and scamming ain't got nothing to do with Dion running to 1.2% black.
This is what I'm saying
Boulder,
about
Colorado.
So
Do you hear what this nigga just said? Black folks scheming and scamming ain't got shit to do with Deion Sanders going to coach in Boulder, Colorado. Oh, so the fact that black folks scheming and scamming at your school, that's different than the black folks scheming and scamming at these colleges? Nigga, get the fuck out my face. Look. Nigga, please. Nigga, please. That's what he literally just said. And I don't understand how Loon didn't catch that. So wait, the niggas that schemed and scammed at your school is different than the niggas that schemed and scammed at Dion's school? Man, get your ass out of here. I'd have been like, man, you ain't about to run that shit on me. Y'all heard what he just said? If y'all okay with that, then y'all some goofy ass motherfuckers too. That's running game. We're going over to a white school ain't got nothing to do with the niggas that schemed and scammed me in my school. Nigga, they're both schools, first of all. The fuck is you talking about? They schemed and scammed with the money you raised that black folks funded. The niggas schemed and scammed and stole from an all-black school that your ass is opening, just like the niggas that are scheming and scamming at the goddamn HBCU, which is an all-black school. Fuck is you talking about? That's ridiculous.
here, let's wrap that around. HBCUs and business in general, not HBCUs, but business in general has no moral clause.
I disagree with that.
Hey, look, Emilia 424 over at Rumble. If you ain't sending me no free live soundproof curtains for my studio, then look at here. Don't post your channel or your website in my chat, and you ain't sent no donation or nothing. This is not that. Thank you.
From a European standpoint, yes, we ain't Europeans. Our business always have a clause.
What you did, so for
Integrity.
us to not to have access to power, what business or industry do we even control?
We are $2 trillion people.
What
brother.
business or industry
We
do
don't,
we control?
and that's the problem. And we
okay,
ain't
so
never
what?
control
All right,
none.
so his
Leave the
access
black
to
school for the white one.
his access to power goes through
Boulder, Colorado.
the power structure.
All this money Dion making for them, by the time he's done, he would have made far more for them than he earned from them. Not only that, God forbid,
That's everything.
if he ever begin, but the
Exactly. And I'm glad Loon said that. Like, nigga, that's everywhere. Fuck is you talking about? The fuck is you talking about? And there you go, Smitty. If we're $1 trillion people, why we ain't focused on HBCUs? As opposed to just colleges, period.
point is, he shouldn't even be in that position because you had the chance to restructure an entire HBCU athletic system permanently.
That's just how they operate. That has nothing to do with how college football operates. Nothing. Those are two entirely separate things. Them niggas could play and he could win the Nigga Bowl 5 straight years in a row. Ain't nobody gonna give a shit in no Power 5 school. Two different playing fields. Oh, but Deion's supposed to fix that too, I guess. Deion's supposed to, he's supposed to make them all bend to his will now, right? When he can't even keep niggas from stealing out his own fucking office. I'm supposed to still turn around and make the entire college football league bend to my will. Man, get your stupid ass out of here. That's nigga hustle shit. That's all this shit is.
You sold it out for money to go to a white college. That's the facts of the
I
situation.
disagree with that.
It's the facts. It's undisputable. That's what he did.
That's
Why he not still at Jackson?
He's not at Jackson because he had an opportunity call.
An opportunity to go to coach at a white school.
No, to showcase his skills in a different level.
Oh, we don't.
On a different level, exactly. On a different level.
Deion is capable of.
No, not in college. Not
Thank
again.
you.
You have to coach in these different markets. The same way you got to go speak in different markets. Same way I got to podcast.
But I don't
in different
compromise.
markets. It ain't about compromise.
It is. He
It's about
compromised.
results. I keep telling you, I'm showing up to show out.
Results
I ain't showing
for
up
who?
to do that other stuff.
Results for who?
For my stat sheet, for what
For
I've
my
been able to
stat
do.
sheet?
Yeah. So if he's
They trying to turn black people to a permanent underclass. And you talk about stat sheets? Burn the damn stat sheets.
Nah, you need that, Umar. If that's the case, you would sleep in the mop room at your school.
I will be. I don't think
see
I'll
what I'm
ever
saying?
leave once I get
These
there.
are
You're not
future
gonna do
plans,
that.
but this dude here is working now. I'm telling you, if you
At a
believe
white
what
college.
if you believe
So
what you're
what?
telling me, you will walk in that school and say, "Damn it with the house, damn it with the car." Until this school get up and rolling, Umar don't got nothing.
Well, I agree with everything.
All right, so
Exactly,
that's
but he
my
ain't-
point.
You can't compare my commitment to the black community to Deion's because he has yet to show it.
You don't think he's saving children?
Doing what?
Wow.
Being the motivation.
And here's where Loon didn't speak eloquently enough. It's not that he's being the motivation. He's giving these kids an opportunity to learn from the best fucking cornerback of all time. He's giving these kids free scholarships to practice and to play at one of the best state-of-the-art facilities in the fucking world. He's giving these black students an opportunity to get exposed on a national stage so that they can be seen and go into the NFL draft and people know who the fuck they are. That's why. That's what the difference is. Because it's a difference when you are a fucking Jerry Rice at Jackson at Mississippi Valley, or you a fucking Randy Moss at Marshall, or you a fucking those talents that get exposed are elite talent, undeniable. All kids, especially all black athletes, do not perform on the same level. However, if they have exposure, they have a greater chance and greater odds at getting an opportunity like getting drafted in the 3rd, 4th, 5th round. You know, the rounds that don't nobody watch, but those kids still get to go to the NFL and have a chance to showcase their talent. Because ain't nobody looking to draft a nobody-ass kid that don't nobody know shit about coming from Jackson State versus a kid that they've seen at UCLA that they may not know about because it's a bigger school and a bigger stage, period. That's what he should have said. So yes, that's how he's helping those kids. His star power and his gravitas got everybody looking at every kid on his fucking team, period, dude. So that's how he's helping them. Oh, jealous ass, pocket watching ass nigga got this motherfucker expecting he's supposed to save everybody just because he got the job. Man, get the fuck out of here.
Continue.
I'll rest my case.
Also, you don't think motivation is necessary?
Brother,
Brother,
to whom much is given, much is required.
You're telling that to me, and I got a lot.
Deion
And you talking about a nigga who done got hundreds of thousands of dollars and it still took him over 10 years to get a fucking school up and running. To whom much is given, much is required. Bullshit, nigga. Because like he said, you'd be living in that school, bro. Because to whom much is given, much is required. You'd be living in a mop room. You wouldn't have no car because it'd all be in the school because of to whom much is given, much is required. You see how he won't even eat his own motherfucking dog food? You see that? It's good for y'all, but it ain't good enough for me. No, fuck that. I ain't doing that shit. I ain't doing that shit. Nope. Fuck that. Nope. He got more than me, so I ain't doing it. Just saying.
Has a lot.
Yeah.
So for you to tell me
Deion has a lot.
that he's somehow benefiting black children because they see him winning at a white college, that's the same argument Obama maniacs made when Barack was in the White House and Negroes said just him being there was a benefit to black people. Only problem with that, it didn't play out in the statistics. High school graduation didn't go up, crime didn't go down. You understand? We didn't do better on a single index in this country as a result of Obama being in the White House.
And he's now comparing Deion Sanders to Obama. He just said, you can't even compare Deion Sanders to me, but now he's comparing Deion to Obama. Well, how about this? How about we compare you to Obama? This is ridiculous at how much race hustling this nigga is doing, and he's literally discrediting a nigga whom he's actually jealous of. He mad that this nigga got money. He's mad that this nigga got opportunity. He's mad that this nigga got attention that he actually wants. Period. Because I tell you this, it ain't gonna be a bunch of stars coming to your school when you grand open your school, nigga.
Now you're giving me Deion on the white football field, Barack Obama in a white man's house. Listen.
A white man's football field. And they like cheering to this shit. These niggas are stupid as fuck.
Clapping for nothing. They're clapping for nothing.
No,
They're literally clapping
they
for nothing.
clapping
He
for the
is
truth.
right, 1,000%.
They're clapping for nothing.
They're
It's
clapping for
hard.
nothing.
It's hard because you're not even getting through it and they're
Thank
clapping.
you.
So I know they're clapping for nothing.
No. They
Yep.
hear me, but more than hearing me, they feel me.
Yeah, they feel you. I feel you. I believe you to be the truth, like I always say.
Yes, sir.
But I'm telling you that I believe you not to believe what you're saying. I don't believe that you truly believe that someone should put everything they have into the mission. I don't
Why
see
not?
you
That's
doing
the
that.
only way we win.
I don't see you,
You
doing
ain't
it. though.
doing it.
You don't see me doing it.
No.
Okay. Show me another psychologist who has done more to change the way black parents deal with the mental health and school system in this country.
I haven't seen. I know what you do, and for the sake of conversation,
No one.
let me push back.
In history.
For the sake of conversation,
history.
I will push back. Where's the result? Show me some numbers.
Thank you.
Show me something tangible I can
Thank
look
you.
at.
I tell you what I'm gonna do.
Thank you.
I'm gonna have every parent I've ever saved and child I help email you directly.
And here's the other part to that. Let me just take it another step further. You supposedly helping these kids. How do these kids, where's the data to show that these kids have benefited? So what, you kept the kid from getting kicked out of school? You kept the kid from getting motherfucking put in special ed? Where's the benefits of that? What have those kids done? How have those kids grown up to become who and to do what? Because of you. I don't see it nowhere. There's no statistical data anywhere. So the same way you trying to charge Deion with what he is or what he ain't doing, you can't even produce the numbers yourself. You talking about a fucking email, bro. I'm gonna have every parent that I've ever helped email you. The fuck does that mean? Yeah, Umar did help me. They were trying to put my kid on Ritalin and I got him off. Yeah, Deion Sanders did help me. He coached my son at Pop Warner. Yeah, Deion did help me. He coached my son on such and such. Yeah, Deion did help me. He coached my kids. Deion Sanders could have every kid he's ever coached email this nigga, and that would be the same thing then, nigga, right? Imagine how many niggas Deion done put into college, nigga. You can count that shit. I know of one right now that I know motherfucking personally that he motherfucking helped get into college, nigga. Playing right now at motherfucking Nebraska. Fuck is you talking about? Full ride scholarship. And actually, his brother is about to go there too. Fuck is you talking about? So there you go. This nigga Logic Man is terrible. I think this was it.
And then you can take it from there, my brother.
All right, now I'll definitely have it. I'll pull it up on
Black power.
on the interview.
listen to him.
Black
You see,
power.
and here's the
Black power yesterday,
Listen
black
to him.
power today, and black power tomorrow. But most of all,
to him.
black queens forever, snow bunnies never.
And that's when I said, wow. And you hear all the motherfuckers cracking.
Y'all getting Dr. Umar Johnson in rap form tonight. Y'all getting Dr. Umar Johnson in rap form. So
Same nigga with kids out of wedlock, ain't married a black queen yet. Same nigga. Black queens today, black queens tomorrow, black queens forever, snow bunnies never, and everybody claps about this shit. All right. This in itself just goes to show the problem with niggas and this feel good politics mentality. All you gotta do is get into a room full of niggas and just hear me as I wrap this shit up. All you gotta do is get into a room full of niggas, make them feel good, and rhyme some shit together, and you got 'em. Hook, line, and sinker. If I rhyme some shit together, talk about black power and black queens and black women are best and blacks are best and the blacks are the best and blacks are the best and fuck the rest, niggas are on board. Listen to whatever you got to say, trust and believe everything you say, and will follow you to the end of the earth. I'm here to lead black people because black people need me to lead them, and I've been called to do it because it's black power and the black power and the black hour. Niggas is like, yes, go ahead, king. All right now, brother. No substance, no facts, no fucking statistical data, no real fucking mission, no agenda. I just come in and say a bunch of shit, use the inflection of my voice, do some yelling and some screaming and some shouting, and I smile at you, cheese, show my teeth, and rhyme and rap. There you go. There you go. And I'm the reason why I wanted to do this breakdown, because it goes to show you how detrimental this is to black folks, and how, in my opinion, if there ever was a definition to cooning, that's it. You just telling niggas something to make them feel good and ain't giving them no substance, ain't giving them nothing that they can actually hold on to and actually fucking use. You just rhyming a bunch of words together and you just singing and dancing and making niggas feel good and smiling in the moment. And all the while you picking their pockets and ain't putting nothing in their hands or their head. Plucking on their heartstrings. Same thing that these preachers do, same thing that these pimps do, and the same thing that these politicians do. That's why I did that show talking about, is there really a difference between a pimp, a politician, and a preacher? A lot of times that line is so fucking thin and so fucking blurry, you can't determine the difference between the three. Just saying. That's just what it is. Right. When you see the Al Sharptons, the Jesse Jacksons, the Ben Crumps, and all of them, they doing the same shit this nigga doing, man. Same shit. Meanwhile, they counting their motherfucking ends on their way to the bank, laughing and giggling. This nigga saying all that shit, like when that nigga Loon told him, "Well, nigga, why you ain't living in the school, bro?" I probably will be. Get the fuck out of here. You could have been living in the school, nigga. You done had school for motherfucker 2-3 years. Why you ain't living in the motherfucker? I mean, you know, at one point I will. Why you ain't putting everything you got into the school? I kind of have. You saying kind of? Why didn't you? That is the difference. That nigga hustling and talking shit just because he can, and he's getting away with it because these niggas is steady. That's right, Umar. Go ahead, Umar. Yeah, Umar. And it's terrible. It's a disservice to the people, and it's just not the right thing to do. I hope this video helps somebody become a better version of themselves. Uh, I would be more than willing to debate this shit with anybody, anywhere, anytime. I appreciate everybody tuning in to the show. Please click that like button. Please click that subscribe button and share this shit to somebody who ain't seen it. And I'm just saying like this is America, and Umar should be able to do what it is that he does. But goddamn, when are niggas gonna wake up and stop buying this shit hook, line, and sinker? That's all I'm saying. I'm Brian Redman. This is the Relationship Rehab on Rumble. Please tune in and subscribe. Thank you, everybody. Shout out to Loon and the It's Up There podcast. Good show, bro. And man, I wish that there was a way that I could be on the stage with that nigga. I'd be like, nigga, you full of shit. Plain and simple. But till next time, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Peace. And